to be Harrow, Protea, Mag, and Equinox. Harrow, this is the way you kind of want to set up Harrow. I usually use Roar with config C, but you can run either the regular, but I prefer this build here. What you're going to do is basically you're going to cast your first or your fourth with all your passives. Make sure you use your third as well. That natural talent's definitely going to help with Thurible. Thurible will give you like 150.9, so you're definitely going to get a lot more energy, so this will compensate for actually having to deal with energy. Pence gives you firing rate in the reload, and Roar for that extra damage. So you combine that extra damage crit chance, triple that with 200%, and you get with the Roar. That's definitely going to be outstanding. Red crits that you're definitely going to get. The other one we're going to do that's actually going to work with Harrow is actually Protea. Protea actually is a little interesting, but if you take Protea's Blaze Artillery, it actually stacks with the Covenant with Harrow's fourth, and I'm not sure why, but I figured this out by accident. So your crits and your damage for the turret will actually increase depending on the crit chance. Not only that, you can use Protea's for her dispensary. Dispensary is definitely good for energy. Even though Harrow already does energy, it definitely would help get that energy conversion up and actually get the other pickups as far as ammo and everything else goes, especially when you have Pence, because Pence gives you that firing rate and that reload speed. With that grenade fan, if you throw it at Harrow, you basically just get a bunch of shields back, and you can keep using Pence over and over and over again. The next one is going to be run Equinox. The reason why for Equinox is there are two types of builds I do. There's actually three, but I do the fleeting expertise one, and then I do the range build. Range is the max I matter. Basically, rest and rage, it's going to give him a total of 105% speed increase in yourself. The slow is actually 80%. It serves as Nova, just 5% more, which is definitely good. And then also Pacify. Pacify will definitely give you that damage decrease enemies around you. So they do, at the max I've been able to get to is 1/10 of their damage, unless you have that arbitration. Her third is drains over time, but it's an interesting ability because let's say you get energy and you energize dash and you get Exodia Brave, and you have your ability on and there's units around you and it's draining your shields. If the amount of energy more than you do out of draining, it goes up. Mend and Maim. It actually is meant mostly for this build for night, so you get that shield. That kind of would help with Harrows. So if you have Harrow and you're trying to use, it's kind of like Condemned, Maim is obviously for slash procs, but your main thing is going to be Mend. Mend is for shields. The more you keep killing, the more shields you're going to get. When that happens, you just can have Pence, and it'll be so long, and you can continue to kill everything. So the other warframe you're going to want to run is Mag. So Mag, he's basically an anti-armor stripping, but also giving shields and overshield. If you're not like me and you don't have Arcane Energize, which gives you more energy when you get an energy orb, then you would go to replace the first with Dispensary, infusing Protea's ability, so that way you can keep getting energy and also get that energy conversion. But mainly the main abilities you're going to want to use is Polarize and Crush, so that way you can just keep giving your allies shields. This also works well with Hildren. We'll go into that later on in the series, but for right now, Crush and Polarize are your main thing. Magnetic is definitely going to help, especially for that damage multiplier, and the explosion radius is awesome. It's great. If you like this video, please hit that like and subscribe button down below, and also comment down below who is your favorite frame for this episode and why. And as always, I will see y'all in the next YouTube video.